Coinbase CEO hits back at Dogecoin Creator after attack on cult-like Bitcoin and crypto price culture. The world of cryptocurrency was shaken this week by an attack on crypto by Jackson Palmer, the co-creator of the meme-based Dogecoin. And now it seems like many people, including Brian Armstrong, the co-founder and CEO of NASDAQ-listed cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, have retaliated against Palmer. Yes, you heard it right. Brian Armstrong took to Twitter to respond to the recent attack on crypto by Jackson Palmer. Hi, welcome to Crypto Doge News, where we publish the most up-to-date cryptocurrency news every single day. But before we go any further, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. Now, let's get right into it. I'm pretty sure everyone in the crypto world already knows, but in case you don't, here's what you need to know. Jackson Palmer, who developed the tongue-in-cheek Dogecoin in 2013, only for it to grow to a value of $25 billion, branded the entire crypto market an inherently right-wing, hyper-capitalist technology built primarily to amplify the wealth of its proponents through a combination of tax avoidance, diminished regulatory oversight, and artificially enforced scarcity. Palmer even went on to say that crypto is controlled by a powerful cartel of wealthy figures who, with time, have evolved to incorporate many of the same institutions tied to the existing centralized financial system they supposedly set out to replace. Many of the industry have since then shot back at Palmer, with Nick Carter even branding the rant as hypocritical. According to Nick, Palmer can't criticize the industry after he made meme crypto that has amplified the very predatory nature he now bemoans. And now one of the most revered crypto titans has pitched in, calling out Palmer for the criticism. Brian Armstrong, the CEO and co-founder of American exchange Coinbase, pointed out that crypto has given millions to economic freedom. It has also brought down the barriers that the wealthy have put up to keep the rest from accessing tools that can change their lives. For Armstrong, it all depends on one's perspective. If you believe the government should be the solution to people's problems, then the fiat system with its controls has a lot to offer, he added. If you believe government solutions are often efficient, overpromise, underdeliver, and come with unintended consequences, and that personal responsibility mixed with free markets will create more outcomes for everyone, then crypto is a much-needed breath of fresh air. Armstrong, who's a former Airbnb and IBM developer, pointed out that free markets are messy. A lot of bad ideas need to get tried to find breakthroughs. People need to make their own choices. Well, Armstrong has indeed made a valid point. The crypto industry has been around for a little over a decade. In the majority of that time, the market has been trying out new solutions to age-old problems, some of which have been huge successes and many others that have not. These include initial coin offerings, an innovative way for any investor to back firms they believe in. Previously, such investments were only limited to accredited investors, giving them the chance to get even richer. The crypto industry opened up this opportunity to millions across the world, and many ended up making millions. Armstrong pointed this out, stating, "Accredited investor laws are a good example. They were created with the best of intentions to protect regular people from scams. A noble idea. But what has been the actual result? They've often made it illegal to get rich via investment unless you're already rich. This is part of why Bitcoin has made so many people wealthy. It was not a security, so regular people could invest early on." The crypto billionaire added, "Crypto's not going to solve wealth inequality. It's not trying to create the same outcome for everyone, but it does create wealth mobility and more equality of opportunity for everyone. It levels the playing field, at least to some degree." The price of Bitcoin has climbed from pennies at the beginning of the previous decade to over $30,000 per Bitcoin today, resulting in a $1 trillion cryptocurrency market, making many early adopters billionaires overnight. Take Erik Fineman, for example. When each Bitcoin was worth $12 in 2011, Erik Fineman borrowed $1,000 from his grandmother, and with the help of his brother, at just the age of 11, he invested in Bitcoin. By the end of 2013, when the value of Bitcoin became $1,200, he had made a fortune. By January 2015, Fineman had his own education company, and he sold his education company and was given the choice of accepting $100,000 or 300 Bitcoins. Of course, he took the Bitcoins. Fineman also achieved his goal of becoming an 18-year-old millionaire and won't be going to college. He says he's happy learning from real-world experiences. However, Fineman stays busy with numerous projects, including involvement with NASA. Those activities and savvy business sense feasibly helped him get where he is today. There are a lot of such Finemen in the world. However, it is worth noting that Bitcoin was not created just to produce billionaires. In fact, there's a compelling rationale for it. Bitcoin was created by the mysterious person or persons known only as Satoshi Nakamoto, whose true identity remains unknown and who developed Bitcoin as a response to the 2008 global financial crisis as a way to send value over the internet without reliance on banks or payment platforms such as PayPal. However, Satoshi suddenly vanished from the internet in 2011, leaving few clues as to who they might be. Many people have claimed to be Satoshi throughout the years, but none of them have been able to back up their claims with concrete evidence. One of the most well-known cases of someone claiming to be Satoshi is by Craig S. Wright, an Australian academic. Wright, as early as 2015, has tried multiple times to provide a public demonstration with indisputable evidence that he was Bitcoin's inventor, but he's not been successful to this day. In fact, his proof has proven to be fabricated. Another class of people who have garnered attention around Satoshi's unknown identity is cryptographers and computer scientists. Hal Finney, a renowned cryptographer who was the first person to receive bitcoins from Satoshi Nakamoto, is one of the most famous aspects due to his early involvement in the space. For less than a year after Bitcoin was created, Satoshi and Hal Finney exchanged several posts on Bitcoin discussion forums, discussing things like the technology and its future implications. Sadly, Finney passed away from ALS in 2014, leading many to speculate on the extent of his involvement with the world's first decentralized currency. Well, whoever Satoshi is, they are undeniably a genius of their time. Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of the world's first decentralized currency, arguably should remain anonymous because of the nature of their creation. Having created a protocol with no central point of failure, Satoshi may have realized that maintaining his anonymity may remove the very last central point of failure Bitcoin could possibly have, the person who created it. Removing the single identity that could be associated with the advent of Bitcoin removes any single face that could influence the politics, rules, or decision-making of the Bitcoin community. If Musk has that much of an influence over the crypto world, imagine how much Satoshi would have. For the very same reason, Palmer argued that the cryptocurrency industry is controlled by a powerful cartel of wealthy figures. In fact, he is so over cryptocurrencies that he no longer wants to share his thoughts on the topic again. However, Alesia Haas, the CFO of Coinbase, on the other hand, believes that crypto's here to stay, she added. Typically, the first coin that people are interested in is Bitcoin. The other crypto assets on the platform are seeing an increasing volume in trading assets on our platform, and so we think over time more and more users are getting engaged with more and more crypto assets. That's what we're excited to see. So, what are your thoughts on cryptocurrency? Like Palmer, do you think it's just a scam and nothing more? Or, like Armstrong, do you think cryptocurrency is a breath of fresh air? Share your answers in the comment section below. Until next time, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel for new updates coming up.